Hello friends, I am Bhumika Pandey and today I will tell you class 11th chemistry chapter number 5. The name of our chapter is States of Matter. And in this chapter we will study what is matter, what are the properties of matter, what is a gas, what is solid, what is liquid and what are the laws of gases. First we will discuss what is matter. Matter is something which have mass and that occupies space is called as matter. Now matter can exist in three states: solid state, liquid state and gas state. Solid, liquid and gas. In this chapter we have to discuss about gas. So first we have to see what is the properties of a gas. We all know that the oxygen we inhale and this is also a gas, and everything around our surrounding is in gaseous form. For example, nitrogen, oxygen, these all are gases. First property of gas will be it have no definite shape. The gases have no definite shape. We will put gas in a balloon, it will take spherical shape. If we will put it in something else, it will take the shape of the container in which it is kept. So the shape of gases are not fixed and the volume are also not fixed, but the mass of gas is fixed. So first we will see what is intermolecular forces. Intermolecular forces. As the name is suggesting, intermolecular forces means inter means between and molecular means atom or a molecule. So intermolecular forces are the force of attraction between two atoms or two molecules. These forces are called as intermolecular forces. Now I have said that attraction and repulsion between two atoms or molecules is called as intermolecular forces, but the force of attraction between two molecules is termed as Wonderwall forces. Wonderwall forces. In intermolecular forces, both attraction and repulsion can come, but in van der Waals forces only attraction is there. So the van der Waals forces are of three types. First is dispersion forces or London forces, second is dipole-dipole forces and the third is dipole-induced dipole forces. So the first force is dispersion forces or London forces. The second type is dipole-dipole forces. Dipole-dipole forces. And the third type is dipole-induced dipole forces. Induced dipole forces. Now let us discuss these three types of forces. First is dispersion forces or London forces. London forces is because the name of the scientist who have discovered these forces is their name would be London something. So this is on their name. But dispersion forces are the type of forces which are not permanent. They are temporary. For example, there are two friends and exams are coming. So one friend have tension of exams and he have said to other friend also that you should also study, because if we will not study we will fail in exams. So this is temporary behavior of studies which are coming in those friends for exams. So this type of forces is called as dispersion forces, because in this they have no temporary habit of studying, but in the pressure of exams they are taking interest in studies, and if the exams are completed, they will again throw their books and they will not study. So this is the temporary behavior. This type of forces is called as dispersion forces or London forces. The second type of forces is dipole-dipole forces. Now what is dipole-dipole forces? Dipole-dipole forces is the permanent dipole. For example, there are two friends and they both are fond of studies. They both will study together, they both will discuss concepts together, and this type of force is called as dipole-dipole forces. So we can see that in this case, both love study and they both have no temporary behavior. They love study, they will share knowledge with each other. So this type of forces is called as dipole-dipole forces. And the third and the last type of forces is dipole-induced dipole forces. In this force, one will have the permanent behavior and the other is having temporary behavior. For example, there are two friends. One friend is fond of study. He loves studies, but the second friend do not love studies. So, but they both are best friends. So the friend who loves study will convince his other friend to also do studies. And the other friend will say that my friend is forcing me and I also have to study. So in this case, we can see that one friend is permanent, but the second was not permanent, it was temporary. But the first friend is pressurizing him to do studies. So they both will study. In this case, these type of cases is called as dipole-induced dipole forces. Now we will see what are the laws of gases.